I thought Rehab was going to come, but
Yeah, I thought it too.
maybe she went to sleep.
Okay, so I prepared a PowerPoint presentation and the PDF book. Can you
Okay.
see?
Yes, that it
Okay,
worked.
yeah. Well, this is the cover of the book, The Dark Side of the Light Chasers,
Mm-hmm.
Reclaiming Our Power, Creativity, Brilliance, and Dreams. Debbie Ford. Oh, Yana, you are an English teacher. Is that correct? Brilliance.
Where?
This word.
Oh, yes, yes. Brilliant. Yeah.
Okay. So, um, I was planning to start the meeting and this first meeting uh, with the introduction of the book. Actually, just reading is about 10 minutes of reading, but uh, well, I, s- I separate some words uh, that I think it would be nice to study the words, and I think we will spend some more time about in those pages. There are
Okay.
just 3 pages in the introduction of this book.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no problem.
Okay. Um, can you see well?
And maybe one more zoom in. Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. Okay, I will start reading, and well, maybe I should read the vocabulary first. So, radical. A radical change or way of doing something is a new and very different from the usual way. More radical approach to social problems. A radical solution to the problem of juvenile crime. A program of radical reforms in schools.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, can you set a phrase with the word radical?
Mm, this week we had a radical change of weather.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, perfect. Next word is urge. You want to read the definition and the examples?
Sure. To advise someone very strongly about what action or attitude they should take. Sorry. Urge someone to do something. The UN has urged them to honor the peace wait treaty. Urge that. We urge that systems be put in place to prevent such accidents.
Yeah. So, for example, oh, Yana, I can't believe uh, you did that again. I urged you about this.
Yeah, I always knew this word as not a verb actually. Like I had the urge to do something, like a subjective,
Mm,
like something urgent.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, not a verb, but it's nice to know that we can use as a verb too.
Okay, we have the The word longing, a strong feeling of wanting someone or something. Uh, Jian, Jin, ached with longing to return home and see her family again. Yeah, so she really wanted to return home, right?
Yeah.
His longing for Elaine was almost unbearable.
Mm,
Unbearable. Later we will see the definition of bear. Okay, longing. And can you give an example?
mm, I'm longing to get back to school.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, you are a teacher, so you like the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. I like my vacation, but I always get excited to the beginning of the class.
Nice. Can you read the next word?
Sure, wisdom. The ability to make good decisions based on knowledge and experience. The Egyptian leader was praised for his courage and wisdom.
Yeah. Well, we have wisdom like a noun here, but well, I think maybe the adjective is wise, right?
Yeah,
A person who has wisdom.
yeah,
Jesus was a person that I believe was very wise, had a lot of like wisdom.
yes, for sure.
Oh, the word bear there. Okay.
Hmm.
Belong. To feel happy and comfortable in a particular place or with a particular group of people. I don't feel that I belong here. Sense or feeling of belonging. After 3 years here, I feel a strong sense of belonging.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you feel you belong to the city you are living now?
yes. I love my city.
Oh, nice.
But
Nice.
I also thought that I belonged in Cascavel too.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, I really miss it.
Okay. Do you want to read this paragraph or I go?
Sure, I can read.
Okay.
Introduction. More than 12 years ago, I sat down to write my first book, The Dark Side of the Chasers. At the time, I had no idea how it would be received or if it would even be published. But because of my personal transformation, which was both radical and heart-opening, and the urging of my sister Ariel, I felt a deep longing to put down into words the wisdom and the process that had finally changed my life. I had suffered for so many years trying to be a better person. I wanted to walk tall, believe in myself, have the courage to ask for what I wanted and needed, and live a life that mattered. I wanted to wake up in the morning with a smile on my face and know that I was loved and that I belonged. I was desperate to feel worthy, and I was hungry for the opportunity to live my fullest potential. Potential. Sorry.
Yeah, nice. Well, I really liked this book.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
I have a doubt here. I never saw this expression walk tall.
yeah, I never heard it before, but I understand it. Do you?
Mm, not so much actually.
Yeah, as as far as I understand, to walk tall is like to be in a, I don't know, in a
Like confident.
yeah, confident. Yes, perfect. In a
Yeah.
position or how do you say in English?
Like
Uh,
with the chin up.
chin up, yeah. Chin is the chest, you think, you mean?
No, chin, it's Keishu.
Okay, okay. The chin up.
Yeah, like
Okay,
put your
nice.
chin up, like look confident and be strong, something
Yeah,
like that.
open chest and I don't know,
Yeah,
confident. Yeah, that's it.
yeah, yeah. Okay, interesting.
Nice.
So this is like the author saying, right? Or
Yeah,
is the book already?
this is the author, Debbie Ford. Uh, she wrote the book, and she in this introduction is explaining why
No.
she wanted to write this book,
Mm-hmm.
because she entered in a path of self discover, and
Mm-hmm.
and she had a personal transformation, right? So she wanted to share this.
Okay, okay, very nice.
Okay, so the next words, bear. If you cannot bear something, you cannot accept or do it because it makes you very unhappy. Can't bear doing something or can't bear to do something. Sue can't bear to be parted from her baby daughter. I can't bear seeing food thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
Can hardly bear to do something. I could hardly bear to watch. Can't bear the thought, idea of. She couldn't bear the thought of moving again. Uh, More than someone can bear. Being made, uh, I can't see.
A
Being made
fool?
a fool of it, of being made a fool of in front of a room full of people was more than he could bear. He could bear.
It looks like a tongue twist.
A what?
A tongue twist.
What is this?
Trava-língua.
Oh,
Be
okay.
made a
Tongue
fool
twister.
of in front of a room full.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I love this word.
Sorry, what?
I love this word, bear.
Ah, bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also the bear, like teddy bear, right?
Yeah.
Uh, can you read next?
Yes. Rendition. The act of reading. A translation, an interpretation as of a role or a piece of music.
Yeah, I think the third one is the best here. We will see later in the text, but
Uh,
an interpretation as of a role of or a piece of music. So an interpretation, uh, loathe, to dislike someone or something very much. I loathe having to get out of bed so early on a Saturday. She simply loathes her ex-husband. Or maybe we can read the vocabulary after we see it in the text, right?
okay, no problem.
Okay. The ache inside me was more than I could bear until the day I met my real self, my whole self, my authentic self. I was shocked at the time because I thought the self that would give me everything I wanted would be a perfect new me, a rendition of me, or a new version of me that
Mhm.
would come in the middle of the night, replacing the me that I knew and I loathed. So here, loathed, to loathe, to
Mhm.
dislike. To
Yeah.
dislike. I fantasized about the me that I wanted to be, but I never truly believed that I would turn into her. Still, my desire to love who I was on every level led me to search through every form of self-help and psychology
Yeah.
uh, that I could find on the time. No matter how many days passed or how many tears I cried, I never gave up my dream of being someone better than I knew myself to be, even though I truly had no idea how I would find my magnificent self.
Very nice.
Magnificent, very impressive and beautiful, good or skillful. It was so exciting to see these magnificent animals in the wild. She gave a magnificent performance. Yeah, so uh, I don't know if you have some experience similar to hers, but I I am learning to love myself, who I am, and to embrace the bright side and the dark side of myself, like
Yeah.
the whole person I am. And this book
That's
is helping me to do this.
yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, I think it too. So you read?
Yes. Then one day I saw a glimmer of the self I was looking for and had the startling realization that I was looking for already existed inside me.
Okay.
The day
Let's see. Glimmer.
of a soft, weak light that is not steady.
Okay. So a soft light of the self I was looking. And the
Yeah.
other word is startling.
Surprising are very unusual. Nobody made any response to this startling suggestion.
Yeah. Surprising, very unusual. Surprising realization. Right? So
Mm-hmm.
okay, do you want to read from the beginning?
Okay. Then one day I saw a glimmer of the self I was looking for and had a startling realization that what I was looking for already existed inside me. The day I found my true magnificence, I was confused and surprised because it didn't actually come from getting rid of the self that I knew. I didn't come from eliminating parts of myself or burying them deep within my consciousness. Do you want to see these words?
Yeah, let's see. So get rid of, to throw away, give away, or sell a possession that you no longer want or need. We're moving, so we have to get rid of a lot of our furniture. Um, yeah, to throw away, give away.
Yeah.
Uh, in this contest, uh, my true magnificence. Oh, the day I found my true magnificence, I was confused and surprised because I didn't actually come from throwing away the self that I knew. So it was, yeah, it was more about accepting this self.
Yes.
The other word is bury. To put someone's dead body in the ground during a funeral ceremony. All his
Yeah, and
family.
actually, it's very.
Barry.
Bury someone. Yes, they say bury.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know
Yeah,
that. All his family
yeah.
are.
That's why I stopped and saw the words to see the right pronunciation.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah,
All his family are uh, buried
yeah,
in the same cemetery.
yeah. You know that song? I think it's from Ramones. I'm not sure. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
I think I don't know this song.
No, it's.
Okay. And the other word is consciousness, the state of being aware and able to hear, see, and think. He lay there, drifting in and out of consciousness. Lose consciousness. The pain was so bad that I lost consciousness. Regain, recover consciousness. Uh, as a result of the accident, she fell into a coma and never regained consciousness. Consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay. It-
Mm, in fact, it came in the most unlikely place imaginable. The self of my dreams came the day that I found out that there was gold hidden in my darkness, that there was light hidden in my bad behavior, and that there was power hidden in the traumas of my past.
yeah, this is very important. And this for me makes much sense.
Yeah, it's very deep.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what I'm doing? Okay. Found out uh, to discover a fact or piece of information. We may never find out the truth about what happened. Okay, I think that's enough because this is not a hard word. It was a very holy day, a day I will never forget, when I understood oh, that my job was not to get rid of all that I perceived to be wrong or bad about myself, and that, in fact, the opposite was true. So, get rid, we already read, and
Mhm.
perceive. Do you want to read perceive?
To understand or think about something in a particular way. School heads perceive their roles in different ways. Perceive someone, something, or something. Computers were often perceived as a threat. Perceive someone, something to be something. Politicians who are generally perceived to be corrupt. A perceived advantage need threat, one that people think is real. The most important problem is the perceived threat to public health.
Yes. Well, computers were often perceived as a threat. Yeah, my grandmother, uh, she she has a new phone,
Mm.
and it's an old model phone, but still everything that's new is hard to her.
Yeah.
Uh, it was my job to take my most human self and transform her into my most extraordinary self. It was the moment of falling deeply in love with my flawed self that I returned to being a whole, happy, silly, loving, passionate, uh, passionate, and incredibly. worthy woman. It was only here, holding my human self in one hand and my divine self in the other, that I experienced a life beyond my wildest dreams. Okay, some new words here. Uh, Flawed, spoiled by something such as a fault or mark or lacking something. Experts say the flawed gene triggers cancer. The current healthcare system is seriously flawed. Yeah, it's the opposite of being perfect, right?
Yeah.
Passionate, showing or expressing strong beliefs, interest, or enthusiasm. He was a passionate, he has a passionate interest in music. She has sometimes been criticized for her passionate opposition to abortion. Passionate about. She was passionate about flying. Yeah, loving very intensely.
Yeah.
Do you want to read the next?
Sure. Beyond. Further away than something else. He could see a line of cypress trees, and beyond it, a landscape of red hills. Traders look eastwards to India and beyond. And we have the Buzz Lightyear famous quote, right? To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, to the infinity and beyond. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and a wild animal or plant lives or grows on its own in natural conditions and is not raised by humans. The wild rose is a familiar sight in woods and hedges. This trait is common to both domestic and wild dogs.
Yeah. So in the text, the word is wildest dreams. So
The-
wildest is the most wild, right?
yeah,
Um, okay. It was here. Uh, it was here that I knew finally what true love really felt like. Not a love that requires another human being, but instead a love that can only be found by having a loving, trusting, and respectful relationship with oneself. It is a love without conditions, a love that holds no regrets or resentments. Okay, regrets. Uh, Regret is to feel sorry or sad that something has happened. We regret any inconvenience caused by the delay. Regret that. I regret that I will not be with you on such an important occasion. And resentment, an angry, unhappy feeling that you have when you think you have been treated unfairly or without enough respect. His promotion caused widespread resentment among the other lawyers. Resentment at, about, or over. There was growing resentment over the way that local decisions were being overturned by central government.
yeah,
It's a non-judgmental love that offers compassion rather than critical thought, and kindness and care rather than self-loathing and internal abuse. So I think I don't have all these words here. Judgmental, too willing to criticize other people's actions. and behaviors and say that they are wrong. So no, non-judgmental are the opposite, and
Yeah.
not willing to criticize others. And self-loathing, we saw the loathe is to dislike. So self-loathe is dislike oneself.
Yes.
Self.
Okay. The path to the love that I discovered, the process that I went through, is what I offer to you in this book. In writing down the process and doing the work again myself, I experienced an alternative reality. I realized that in every moment of my unhappiness, I had been looking for what was wrong instead of what was right. Do you want to see the words?
Yeah. So writing down, to write something on a piece of paper, write down 7 words that describe how you feel. As soon as I have an idea, I write it down.
Yes.
Uh, Unhappiness, I don't have here, but um,
The
happy,
opposite of
yeah,
sadness.
the opposite of happiness, the noun about this feeling happy,
Mm-hmm.
the state of being happy. And looking for is like search or seek.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have those words because I was doing this presentation just before the meeting.
Yeah, I saw. But no problem.
Okay.
I had been looking for fear and judgment rather than love and open heartedness.
Yeah, this
I had,
word, open heartedness, I didn't found it. I didn't find it, but I found open mindedness. And it's, well, it's a little similar. Open mindedness is to be ready, or, oh no, ready acceptance of new suggestions, ideas, influences, or opinions. So open heartedness is something like um, ready acceptance of emotions, uh,
yes.
feelings, love.
It's easy to find this word when you say, like, you enter in a relationship open hearted, like you are
Yeah,
ready to feel.
yeah, without reservations.
Exactly.
Okay.
I had been looking through my punitive programming instead of my compassionate heart. While writing, I found the courage to reclaim my vulnerability. Oh my god. Vulnerability, my unique gifts, and my deep desire to help heal humankind. Since the first publication of The Dark Side of the Light Chasers, which laid the foundation for all the work that I've brought into the world, I've had the tremendous honor and thrill of guiding tens of thousands of people from around the world through this journey. And I can only tell you, after teaching this work for more than a decade, that there is no downside for those who choose this path.
Yeah, so the words late, led, I don't know. To put someone or something down in a careful way, especially so that they are lying flat. Lay someone or something on something. Lay the baby on her back. Lay someone or something across something. He laid. He laid. Is that it?
Yeah, late.
He laid his coat across the arm of the chair. He lay flowers on her grave once a week. Carmen laid her head against my shoulder and fell asleep.
Yeah.
Tremendous. Used for emphasizing that something, such as an amount, achievement, or feeling, is extremely great, important, or strong. We have a tremendous amount of work to get through. The result was a tremendous disappointment, a tremendous success. I have tremendous respect for my parents. Okay, that's all the words I have.
Okay. The downside is like a bad side.
Okay,
Bad. How we say in Portuguese? When like when you have something that you see the pros and the cons, but downside should be the cons. Like the bad things that could bring for you. So there is no downside. There is no bad things that can happen to you if you go through this path.
yeah, okay,
Mm, when you realize that what you are made of is pure love, your heart will open and you will make peace with yourself and others. When you see the value of each and every aspect of your personality, you never see yourself or others in the same way, and you will be thrilled to be who you have the opportunity to be in this lifetime. It is a testimony to the power of his work of this work that it is used in universities and other teaching institutions around the world. That is it is given out by therapists, coaches, and other mental health professionals, and that it is passed on by those who read it or who read it. I think it's in the present.
okay.
Um, this book has sold hundreds of thousands of copies and has been translated into 19 languages because the process works. This journey has worked for me and it will work for you. You can trust you can trust in this process. It is not to be feared, but to be basked in, delighted in, excited about.
When you understand and embrace all of who you are, all those uh, all those around you benefit. It is the gift that keeps on giving, because people who are in your presence will feel better about themselves. Your children, your sisters, your brothers, your friends will open up and want to know what you know, because whether or not they acknowledge it yet, everyone is looking to return to wholeness. Everyone is looking to feel good about who they are. Everyone wants to feel authentically valuable. This is what is available to you in this book, and this is what you can expect by doing the exercises in each chapter.
Very nice. It is not the easy path to love what we have hated, to love what we have feared, to love what has haunted or hurt us. It often seems easier to hold on to the pain of the past rather than the healing of this moment. But I promise you, it is not easier. The future we deeply desire can only be ours if we are willing to complete the pain of our past. It is only by not just accepting but embracing the past that we are delivered a future unlike the past we have lived. We evolve into the self that we yearn to be by learning to embrace all that we are and all that we have experienced, no matter how difficult it has been. When we understand that each and every aspect of our humanity is imperative to feel whole, we take the evolutionary leap into self love and living our most authentic life. It is in this vulnerable place that authenticity is natural. It is on this path of divine truth that we are confident that we will have what we wanted and want what we have. It is in this place of truth that we emerge from any darkness as a greater, more impassioned expression of ourselves.
Triumph, triumph over our dark.
Triumph.
Sorry,
No, I said yes, triumph. It's a
triumph
different.
over our darkest feelings and our most judgmental selves give us an internal strength that is priceless. It cannot be bought or inherited. It cannot be accessed in any other way. There is no shortcut. It is the award that we win for traveling through the darkness of our own internal prejudice into the light of unconditional self-love. It is the golden prize that is handed out to those who are courageous enough to embrace both their humanity and their divinity. divinity. It's an award that you deserve to win.
So take a deep breath and give yourself permission to transform into the greatest expression of you. You deserve it. It is your birth, birthright to live a fully expressed life. All the love and tools you need are waiting for you when you commit to walking through the darkness into the light of your most magnificent self.
Debbie Ford, California, 2010.
Very nice.
Yeah, so uh, I believe this is Debbie Ford, the writer. And what did you found about the reading, the book? What do you
Very
think?
interesting her process to know who she is and see that it worked and want to pass it on, like give other people to have this opportunity and this experience.
Yeah. Well, I was reading a book of Osho, and Osho brought a new conception of Tantra, and I studied uh, a course of Tantra and tantric massage. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's it. And I went a little into the philosophy of Tantra, and it says that um, we should be more present, uh, present. We should be more on the feelings and not so much in the head, in the fantas fantasizing.
Mm-hmm.
So this book, what we read, is makes too much sense for me.
Sure.
We have 10 chapters in this book, and well, I believe you will also like it.
Sure, it seems very interesting. I never heard of it.
Yeah, actually, the first time I heard about this book was uh, with a psychologist called Flavia Melissa. I like her work. I follow her in YouTube and also in Instagram.
Hmm.
And she recommended this book as one of the books that changed her life. So yeah,
Very nice. I always my favorite genre is fantasy, so I don't know much about these other books like self help or documentary and things like that. So it's nice to know different things.
nice, nice that you liked it.
Yes, and it's very important to talk about these things like emotions, especially the times that we are living now, right? People seems to be more self-aware about their mental health and acceptance of each self. Like they
Jan, I
have to
can't see
accept.
you.
Yes, I closed my camera for a bit.
Okay, okay.
It's because I'm smoking, so.
Okay, all right.
And I think it's very important for us to discuss these subjects.
Yeah, okay. So I will stop recording.